Vivek, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, pleasure.
What brings you to Summit 2017?
I think it's a good platform where we can meet a lot of potential investors who are looking at India very closely as an investment destination, especially in the renewable energy sector. Besides, I think our minister was also here yesterday, and there's a lot of thrust and focus in the country on achieving renewable energy target, especially after the Paris Agreement, where we are supposed to reduce the GHG emission by almost 35% by 2030 from 2005 level.
So you're heading up the energy and natural resources at CRISIl. What sort of work are you undertaking?
Our primary focus is to work very closely with the government to make financial market work better, especially making investments in the infrastructure space. So our practice focuses on the infrastructure space, and I lead basically the energy practice. The focus is to work closely with the government on policy and how the policy and the regulatory changes need to be done to achieve power for all, for example, in India, or achieving renewable energy targets. We work very closely with the investor community, primarily on due diligence of various projects in India and whether to invest or not to, and what is the right price for the same. So for us, how we look at this particular opportunity is to work, interact with potential investors who are looking at India as an investment destination.
What trends are you seeing emerging?
See, very clearly, the target is to have 24/7 power for all by 2019, or maybe push to maybe by 2 years in 2021. So the trend, what is emerging, that there's a lot of thrust on achieving a 24/7 power for all. Second, the focus is on energy security, which largely comes from the focus on the renewable energy sector. We have 175 gigawatt target for renewable energy, which majority of them is through solar power. So clearly the trend in India is to look for it potentially can become an investment hub in the solar side as well as for the wind energy sector.
Are you on target to meet those objectives?
We have started. There is a bit of delay, but I think we will catch up. Maybe here and there few years, but the idea is directionally we are there to achieve the targets. Yeah.
So what next?
So next is that we are also looking at innovations in terms of looking at, say, moving away from diesel vehicle to electric vehicles. So this is another trend to look at in India. Second, I think also the old plants which are there, thermal plants which are not environmental friendly, is the second thing which maybe the government will look at over the period of time, that how to replace them with a more efficient plant, energy efficient plant. So that's on the energy side. So a lot of movement from the conventional, not environmental friendly, to a more environmental friendly regime.
Fascinating. Vivek, thank you very much for joining us.